Zwelithini is a young man born and raised in Bushbuckridge and in a place called Mkuhlu Mantangaleni. It's where I'm from, and I was born with 4 siblings in my family, and me being the last born at home, you understand. So I came from that place to this side in Johannesburg to achieve my purpose or to achieve my passion in life, and that it was motivation and running my own businesses, not just businesses for money, but to change and impact people's life. Yes.
So having all those titles and being rather successful at it at 22 years old, author, entrepreneur, you know, motivational speaker, in terms of honing those skills and finding that sense of purpose, where do you think it all stems from? What grounds you?
I think that it came from death. You know, because death is a motivation to me. Knowing that one day you're gonna leave this universe, you're gonna die. You know exactly that you have nothing to lose as a young man. You can go out there and work before that day comes, because this is a given opportunity, and the same given opportunity is going to be taken away from us. And when it's taken away from us, the only thing that we're left with is death.
Who died? Who passed away? What
you know,
gave you that perspective?
Yeah, it comes from my own family, where my elder brother died, you know, and he had a dream of owning a resort. He used to say that that one day I'll own a resort. This is what I want, you understand? So, and this other day he was very sick, and then we went to the hospital. And then I remember when I went closer to his bed, he said something that when I come out of here, I have to own this resort, you know, because that is a dream to me. And he was not knowing that day it was his last day on earth, you know, and no one knows. No one knew about it. And then later that night, we received a call saying that he has passed away. And from that moment, I realized that nothing in life is promised except death. So I'm not going to die with my dreams and ideas. You understand? Because the richest place in the world is at the graveyard, where people died with ideas, dreams, books never written, music never sang. So I said, I make a choice to myself, I will never die with these dreams and ideas. I have to branch out to the world and touch different people and build the seed of impact into people's life when I'm still alive.
And you chose motivational speaking as part of that, you know, way of serving and also communicating. So I want to know from you, in terms of motivating, what is your message to people listening? Why the need to motivate people in particular? What do you think is lacking? How do you think you can help bridge that gap?
I think what is lacking in the society as a whole, I think it's the greatest goal of human beings is happiness. You know, they want to be happy. So when I come as a motivator, what I do, I bring them hope. I give them faith and happiness and joy, you know. And I do that. I focus a lot on passion, purpose, which I help people find their purpose, a sense of meaning in life. Once you find your purpose in life, you'll be finding a meaning, and you become exceptional in the things that you're doing, or you become great and phenomenal. So I do help them to find that passion, that sense of happiness. And once they are happy, they begin to be excellent all the time, and they begin to enjoy life with their relatives and everyone around them, and it becomes a better country as a whole.
How would you define happiness then?
Happiness is doing something that you love every day.
So what makes you happy?
Motivating people, making them feel good, you know, making them connect, making them finding what is it, what passion, what purpose, why are they born? You understand? It makes me really happy to know that I'm impacting people's life and I'm changing people's life. And I know exactly when I die, you're going to remember Zweli to the speaker. You're going to remember that this guy, you changed my life. Because that makes me happy. When I see you happy, I am happy. It's what makes me happy all the time.
And you've doubled up as an author as well. You know, Business Ideas is a book that you have released as well. So, you know, from conceptualization to perhaps completing the book and just response from your readers at large, what do you hope people will walk away from having read the book?
You know, when I realized when I sat down in the country, we are facing a huge unemployment rate, the victim being the youth. So I wanted people to participate economically and to become financially free, you understand, by implementing those ideas or by materializing on those ideas or by acting on the ideas that are in the book, because the book contains of 21 business ideas that you can start in the very cheapest and the easiest way. So I wanted people to be in the business, to participate and to change their life. After reading that book, I know that you're going to materialize with these ideas, or you're going to implement these ideas. And after implementing these ideas, literally, financially, you're going to be financially rewarded, and you're going to become free, and you're going to do something that it is of value to you, and you're going to enjoy doing it again and again.
So obviously, not to give away too much for the book, people need to go out there and buy it. But in terms of the principles highlighted, obviously that will be universal, and that will allow people to experience the paradigm shift that you are speaking about.
True.
What are some of those core concepts? I mean, I touched on it. It was self-awareness. It was having purpose, and passion turned into a workable, feasible opportunity.
Yes.
Walk us through some of those principles that you have come to conclude as a truth for you.
I think when we concluded in everything with the book is that we wanted people to participate in the economy, like I said, but what is inside is how can you start the business? What are the resources? What are the requirements to start the business? And how much is it going to cost you? And where you're going to implement the business? And who are your target audience? That is very important. So those are the principles inside the book that you can follow, because we give you an idea. We said, okay, like in page 91, we have rent your stuff. Maybe you have a lot of things in the house that you're no longer in use of. You can rent those stuff away, you understand, without you spending any money, but you're renting them away and then people are paying you. So you know exactly how much it's going to cost you to start that. Maybe it's about 30 grand, data rent. Let me put it that way, just to open a Facebook page and a Twitter account and begin to tweet about it, to Facebook about it, that I'm renting this, I'm renting our guest stove. Like guest stove, people, they love to have fun, braai at home and everything. You can rent it, those things away. So what happens, you're going to follow the principles and the target people, the target audience, which you're going to rent the stoves to. That is very important. Those are the principles. It's straightforward. It's a sort of a guide, the book. It is a guide for you.
I think once that understanding is hit, it becomes very simple. And that is basically that KISS principle.
Yes.
Keep it simple.
Simple.
But I want to know from you, in terms of the larger picture, I mean, you also draw inspiration from people. So you've cited Shaka Sisulu as one of your inspirations as well.
Yeah.
Who are some of the other people that you can say have helped inspired you on your journey this far?
I think Steve Biko. That's one also of my inspiration, because I read a lot of his books, and you know, I try to follow everything that he was doing, because the most important thing that inspired me about Steve Biko is the confidence and the faith, and he knew what exactly he wanted to do in life. You know, the consciousness that he was pushing, that it motivated me a lot, that I can also push a consciousness to the people as they did, you understand? The freedom fighters, the Nelson Mandelas, when we look at them, their life is so inspiration, and then it helped you, you know, to be in jail for 27 years, it's something, they help you in perseverance. When I come across challenges as a young man, I said, these guys spent 27 years in prison, so this is just a two-year of sacrifice. It's nothing. I'm going to push more. So, you know, they inspire me a lot. Yeah, it's where I draw my strength and inspiration from.
As always, we always run out of time. I'm so curious to find out more. But I mean, if people want to contact you, utilize your MC services, purchase the book, follow you on social media, what are the platforms available that they can contact you on? They
can contact me on my website, which is www.zwelethuthispeaker.co.za, or also they can follow us on Facebook, which is Zwelethut Xolani Mambane. Zwelethut Xolani Mambane. And then on Twitter, it's Zwelethut the Speaker. So,
what is your legacy?
Changing people's life.